making that reference because I completely forgot about the existence.
You can dodge a glide attack. You can dodge a ball.
The unfortunate fact is there's very little you can do to dodge a glide attack.
Especially if Nairo is the one doing it.
Talk about bullshit glides.
Talk about bullshit.
Nairo is the inventor of the bullshit glide.
Yeah. Oh, my key is like cutting me right now. Ow. My key's hurt right now. Ouch. There we go. Gotta fix it in my pocket.
The handshake going out looks like Smashville is the arena for our first game here.
This is best of 5, Chiba, right? Yes, sir. All right, so best of 5
losers
here.
Finals.
The winner, second place gets third. I'm sorry. Wow.
Wow.
That made no sense. The loser of this gets third. The winner will fight for second or first place. Well, first place really, and possibly yet second place against Anti, who's waiting in grand finals. So we may see Anti and Nairo, who played already. Anti and Fatal, have they played already?
Anti and Fatal have played.
So the Anti's played both of these players, and Anti's really, really fucking good. So, you know, should be a good match either way. But right now we got Nairo versus Fatal, and already high percents for both players. Nairo already at 100%, while Fatal is like, I don't give a fuck, 84% damage. That's nothing for Snake. And of course it is. Oh, here comes the New England Rocket. Doesn't do much. New England C4 doesn't do anything either.
So, wow. I mean, Fatal has taken control of this match. I mean, both players must be exhausted. It's been a long
that's an
day.
Understatement right there. He has a huge lead right now. Nairo needs to rack up a ton more damage and not do things like that if he wants to win this game. That works too.
Nairo making some nice hit confirms, some crazy up Bs, and a nice.
Okay, Nairo is not at all going to give Fatal any room to work with here. He immediately makes it a 2-2 game. And that was some really good pressure by Nairo, by the way. I mean, able to keep him in the air long enough to Rufio, not true Rufio.
No, I think it's so interesting because both of these players utilize such interesting tactics with both of their characters. I mean, it's just so fun to see these players go at it. It's more fun than seeing, you know, the standard Meta Knight Ditto. And just as I say that, Nairo shows us once again that he's a top player.
He doesn't care. 2 high screen up air kills that Fatal was unable to get out of, and Meta Knight is really, really dumb.
That's a dead Snake.
That's a dead Snake, and that could be a dead Nairo though. No. And a 2-0.
That is a 2-stock there for Nairo.
2-minute game for Nairo.
You know, Fatal
came to play.
Fatal had some nice pressure early game, but once Nairo got that momentum, and he just kept it. And that's something that these top players are very good at. They're good at keeping their momentum.
So here we go, game 2. My very favorite stage for, as you said earlier, New England players in general, but certainly Fatal, is Pokemon Stadium. And I'm not sure what Nairo banned, but I would assume Final Destination.
No, he can't.
Oh, he can't ban Final Destination because it is a Japanese rule set. He must have banned Yoshi's.
I'm gonna go for Yoshi.
I would have said Yoshi. There's no reason for him to ban l.i.r.r. Because I wouldn't even pick that if I was Snake anyway. But yeah, I forgot. In the Japanese rule set, you can't ban neutrals, and the neutrals are Battlefield, Smashville, and Final Destination. So that sort of leaves a shit out of luck in terms of banning things. Because, you know, he wasn't going to pick l.i.r.r. anyway.
Oh my god,
or
it's
Yoshi,
amazing reads coming out from Nairo. I just think that...
Yeah, what the hell?
Nairo
with
is
the lead?
taking these commanding leads and hanging on to them. He's just...
Nairo found the PDF file of Fatal about after his first death. He was like, alright, I'm going to read this real quick. He got open that Adobe. He skimmed it real quick, and all of a sudden, hey, I know this. I know exactly how to play this matchup. I played it tons of times before. No big deal.
I mean, I know for a fact that Nairo likes to play against CPU opponents.
And I know for a fact that he has Adobe on his computer, so I mean...
I don't know how you know that, Dakota, but I find
how do you not have Adobe on your computer? Who doesn't? How do you not read PDFs? Oh, Chiba uses different programs. I'm Chiba. I'm a stream master. I use Rob. KOTC is awesome. He's never said that, by the way. I mean, I don't have to. You know, you're the one who said it, not me.
Nairo is just
I don't care.
all around the screen
anyway,
right now.
Regardless of the fact that Fatal was putting on some good pressure there, Nairo has a miraculously huge, not even miraculously, but a marvelously huge lead here. Shoutouts to the sources, and I mean, even with this pressure, Fatal's not converting enough damage into a kill at all. And I mean, he's just going ham with these up airs. Still, it is a two-stock game. A two-stock game here. That grenade's a nice job to use grenade right there. And he is now at 200 percentage. Never mind, he is at 0 percentage.
You know, he's really just throwing Fatal into the air and making him as a drag.
Snake in the air is not a good place to be. Simple fact. And Nairo knows that.
Nairo is so good at doing these sort of Meta Knight auto combos.
Let's go windmill, though.
He practices against CPUs all the time. This is exactly the sort of stuff that you get away with on CPUs.
Wow. Nairo is going ham right now, despite getting killed there. So much damage done on Fatal. He's making it look easy. Thanks to that windmill, Nairo got a ton of opportunity, but without it, he's now going to look for other ways to get points. Damage points.
Sort of interesting because, I mean, this is Fatal's counterpick, and
yeah, exactly. He's sort of getting pooped on right now.
Making use of it.
And this, if he does get this, which he very well could, Nairo, he'll be one game away from going to grand finals here at l.i.r.r. 2. So this is a very huge stock for him, because that'll give him a 2-game lead. That's nothing to scoff at. Very, very good lead. It's definitely not losable. I mean, completely winnable. Fatal can come back, but from this kind of play, I don't see it. Nairo is covering his options. He's keeping him in the air. He's doing everything he needs to do with this matchup. He's playing it. I don't know how close to perfectly, but very close to it. Oh my God! Wow!
Fatal is notably upset.
So Fatal, despite how good Nairo was doing, Fatal snake. So
I mean, as we were talking about how amazing Nairo was, I noticed Fatal was just playing safe, racking up damage with grenades, tilts, grabs, and I mean that's really Snake is just another one of those characters where all of a sudden you go from 0 to 100, you have no idea how it happened.
Exactly. I feel like I don't know. I mean, I really thought Nairo had control of that game. So for Fatal to win that, I definitely apologize. I definitely thought Nairo was gonna have that. So Fatal definitely surprised me there. And now he's worked up and he wants to get a win here. He's not out of this yet. This is not Nairo's tournament.
I think Fatal wants another shot at Anti, especially after that embarrassing defeat, honestly.
Yeah, so Fatal not only can make this a game, maybe a game 5, maybe, but he's certainly making sure that this isn't a 3-0, and he did that very well. Let's see how close he can keep this series. And right now, he's keeping this game very close too.
Oh my God, this game is obnoxiously close. Both these players so good at what they do. I mean,
oh wow, somehow connecting with the Nair.
Nairo uses an incorrect option, attempts to catch Fatal out of his neutral air with his own Nair, but gets hit with the Bowflex as a result.
Getting hit with the Bowflex. Oh, the back air doesn't do anything but allow Nairo to get a hit.
And see, crazy glide stuff like that, it's so unique, and interesting, as baloney as it is when you're playing against it. I mean, it's fun to watch at the least.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, and Fatal. All right, well, Fatal couldn't do much there.
I mean, of course, he's Snake on the ledge. Definitely one of the least favorable positions for Snake to be in the game.
I'm sick of these goddamn snakes on this goddamn ledge. Because this is a family-friendly stream. And I'm not Samuel L. Jackson. Either way.
Fatal is really starting to take advantage of Nairo's aggression. He's sort of acknowledging that Nairo is not the type to just sit in his shield on Anti, and he's sort of just punishing him for that.
Yeah. Fatal certainly having a commanding lead right here, and an up tilt with nice DI won't kill, but it certainly did so much damage, and it's putting Nairo in a position where he really has to make a choice how he's going to play. He decided he's going to continue to play aggressively, which hasn't worked out for him. Maybe he needs to play a little safer. Maybe he needs to, back up a little bit and be like, all right, what I'm doing is not working. And now that is a huge lead for Snake, because he is not dying for a while. A
nice read there by Nairo, but he fails to just transition into anything greater than that as he gets hit by a full down air out of shield. This is a terrible position for Nairo to be in, but somehow escapes it alive and well.
And somehow that almost killed Fatal, and that would have been a really, really big kill because that would have been way too early for Fatal to die. Otherwise, Fatal getting out of it, and now he's going to try and connect with the Nair. He doesn't. He's going to decide, all right, I'm going to back up. He does. Grenades trying to block his Nairo's path, but they don't really do much. And the Nair connects again, but it's a trade, and Fatal can't capitalize on it. And those Glide is so scary.
I mean, you don't know what he's going to do. I mean, if you stay in your shield, you have the potential for a cross-up like that. If you don't stay in your shield, you could just eat a Glide attack.
Yeah.
This is a very dangerous position for Nairo.
Oh, Nairo somehow getting away from that scot-free. But Fatal is, really close to a kill here. This could be it somehow.
He's going for the dash attack.
Goes for the dash attack, and it's a kill. And Fatal now one game away from Grand Finals. And he points to the sky. God is looking down at him, saying, Fatal, you have this. God's kingdom is supporting you. Fuck Nairo. And he's one game away.
I mean,
Romo falls.
The Brawl Gods are certainly in Fatal's favor today, but let's not forget that, he's playing pretty well himself.
Both players playing phenomenally right now. I mean, this is losers finals. How could they not be?
Of course. Both two monsters.
I could really, really go for a freckled lemonade at Red Robin's.
So could I. But an amazing pickup there, catching Nairo with an F smash. Honestly, this is exactly where Fatal wants Nairo. He wants in his head. And Nairo is just taking so much unnecessary damage now because he's just blatantly attacking into shields, blatantly attacking into grenades.
Well, Fatal letting us C4 next to a grenade, doesn't do much. Another grenade on the ground, throws it at Nairo, doesn't get anything out of it.
That. Who does stuff like that?
Nairo does, and Fatal do. Alright, goes for the grab.
Nairo
converts
does,
into a
Fatal
forward tilt. Yes. Fatal do. Fatal do.
An amazing.
Somehow that worked out for Nairo. I have no idea how.
Really needs to keep Snake in the air, and he.
Oh, an up air.
That he knows how.
Yeah, he's unable to convert that into an up air kill like he had earlier in the series.
Wow. Nairo.
Never mind.
Nairo's pressure game. He knows exactly where you're going. It's disgusting.
So, Fatal now looking for a way to kill Nairo quick enough without racking much damage. As much as Fatal can take damage, the least he takes at a time. I mean, it just makes Nairo's battle that much harder. And then there is just... He gets lucky and he trips into that, and that forward tilt will take him out. That ended up being a really unlucky pass there for, another trip, and wow, this game really doesn't want Nairo to win now. Yeah, 2 trips within 10 seconds. So Fatal now holding his shield and connecting with 3 out of 5 hits of the Nair. Nairo is not at all being favored in this game. Not at all. So Fatal now looking for Nairo, but Nairo decides I'm going to sit up on the stage and not fall in. He finally does and connects with a smart tornado, but now he can't get anything out of that. He has to fall back, but he doesn't, and he gets hit by a forward tilt. And then New England.
Of course, the most difficult part about this matchup for Meta Knight is getting in. Once he gets in, he can apply some amazing pressure, have we seen, but Fatal is not about to let that happen.
Yeah, and even then, that up tilt is so scary. I mean right now, it will kill.
It will kill for sure.
It will kill. And there, like I said, and now Fatal is 1 stock, 1 kill, 1 good read away, really, from getting to Grand Finals and knocking Nairo out of this. That'll be a big win. Fatal's definitely capable of it. It won't be an upset, obviously. They're both really good players, but, I mean, Nairo is definitely a favorite going into this. And he's capable of doing it, as we can see. Now there's now a 1-1. Nairo needs this to keep his tournament career alive right now. And I mean, that'll be a big win for Fatal, because Nairo is such a good player. Showing that, I mean, remember 3rd at Apex?
Yeah.
That's a big win. I know that was in January, but that's to have that under your belt is such a huge victory. So for Fatal to beat someone like Nairo, even though that was a while ago, that's a big win for him. And Fatal has shown time and time again that he's such a good player. I would like to see him pull this out. And I mean, he can do it. This is still a winnable game.
Nairo, though, showing that he's not about to let Fatal take this without a fight. Gets a bunch of nice reads on Fatal. He definitely looks in favor of this game, and he does. He takes it with a shuttle loop at 154.
Yeah, a lot of that damage was done from Fatal doing attacks not safe on block, and he ate a ton of damage in about 3 or 4 moves that were caused by Fatal attacking on his shield. And here we go. Game 5.
Destination.
Yes, Game 5, losers finals, Nairo versus Fatal.
What more can we ask for than 2 amazing players going to Game 5 in a great matchup?
Oh yeah,
Snake versus Meta Knight, always exciting. Something is always going on unless Mewtwo King is playing, at which point it's the most boring match in the world.
Definitely, I agree. Nevertheless, Fatal is doing a very good job here, keeping himself with the lead, even though that back air was a little risky.
Look at Fatal's shield. I mean, he is so pressured right now, but he doesn't care. He's just going to continue setting up his grenade game, setting up his defensive game. He knows exactly what to do with the resources he has.
Ooh, and another Nair. Fatal making a really good use of the Nair today. Aside from some questionable Nairs that either cancel or had a ton of cooldown upon landing or on block, his Nairs have been pretty spot on. They've been done a ton of damage, especially his down airs. He's hitting with like all of them, all the hits, and
attempting to C4 himself back to the stage, he ends up killing himself in the process.
At least Nairo didn't kill him. No one makes me bleed my own blood. That's from Dodgeball too.
I know. I remember that one actually.
And an up tilt, Fatal
bringing it back immediately with, I think that was the exact percent that up tilt is going to kill Meta Knight at. I think that's
definitely. Oh, that NATO finally breaking Fatal's defenses and allows him to get a little opportunity there. It'll do it again if he doesn't roll out. He does, but he is able to catch the
Fatal
spot
just
dodge.
has these impressive defensive options,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not allowing Nairo to break through his defenses, but Nairo showing that as soon as he gets through, he's really going to put a lot of pain on Fatal's stock.
So now Fatal, trying to get back on the stage, finally does, but he's at a little bit of a disadvantage. I wouldn't say it's even, definitely in Nairo's favor, but it's closely getting to Fatal's. Chiba? Okay, so me and Chiba. Alright, well, yeah, in this grand final. Alright, anyway, continue on to this game. Game 5.
Nairo has a very slight lead here. He's about 10 or 12% away from dying by an up tilt, so Fatal is certainly not out of this. Nairo now will die to an up tilt if fresh.
Oh, that an up tilt will kill.
Fishing for it so hard, he just doesn't care. He knows that if he throws it out, Nairo's gonna get hit with it eventually, and we see it right there.
Yep, and there it is. Now it is down to 1 stock apiece. This is it. The winner of this goes to grand finals. It couldn't be any closer right now.
I mean, and isn't that such baloney when you get hit by Snake's tilts after he throws about 8 of them out over and over again? It's so discouraging. Nairo must be so upset that he got hit with that up tilt right now, but he's not going to let that get him down. This amazing Game 5, these 2 titans of Smash here at Apex 2013 qualifier l.i.r.r. 2. I don't know about you guys, but I am so freaking hyped to see who wins this right now.
Nairo is so close.
Applying pressure, but that's a punish for Fatal. And he's coming out. He's gonna.
He does get the
second hit of F tilt,
but the glide attack knocking him back
does not allow Fatal to land any aerials on Nairo.
Oh my God, that's so close.
Fatal's shield is so low. He's at such a high percent, but Nairo so close to dying from any one of Snake's.
The up tilt could do a ton of damage here. Oh my God, this is close. All right.
This is so incredibly close. Fatal is power shielding almost everything Nairo throws at him.
Oh, that's C4, a really risky
A dash
C4.
attack. The dash
Oh my god, the up tilt doesn't
Oh my
connect,
god,
but it
this
does.
this set is so amazingly close.
Up tilt.
Anybody could win this.
The Dacus.
The Dacus comes out. Both players are at kill percent.
If he hits
I
the
don't
up,
know
the
who's
up
gonna
tilt,
come
that'll
out
be
on top
game.
of this.
They're both at kill percent right here. That's
I mean,
pretty much
any move from Snake at this point can take out Nairo.
He can just with a forward tilt. Oh, that's so close. Oh, and he throws a
He
grenade away.
elects to go for a back throw. I'm surprised he didn't go for a down throw read there. Probably a little worried that.
Oh, and there it is! Fatal beats Nairo.
Beats Nairo.
3-2.
Two amazing Game 5 set, neck and neck.
Wow. And Fatal will be going to grand finals against Anti.
Jesus.
That's huge. That's huge. Fatal will be playing Anti for grand finals here at l.i.r.r. 2.
The most dangerous snake. The most dangerous snake comes out on top. Guarantees himself second place. So let's see.
Do I really have to leave for grand finals? Fuck that. We'll play after.
Anti.